So the ICRA Link course is a 3-week course held in Wageningen that helps professionals dealing with rural innovation challenges and to link research to inclusive development for the ultimate goal of improving food security of rural livelihoods. The participants to the Link course are professionals coming from sectors like research, agribusiness, NGO, extension, sometimes universities. And in this particular course we had 17 participants coming from 14 countries.
As a researcher, I really wanted to gain skills and experience on how to shift my work from research and then link it to development, because I want the research results to produce impact and lead to development of that beneficiary.
So you take the checklist and this is what you're going to do. Yeah?
So as an entry point to the module, we took the participant through the whole process of the innovations and the barriers they faced, like administrative barriers of regulations which are not adjusted to the specific innovation, or funding mechanisms which are not there to enable innovations. And we actually highlighted the importance of brokers in solving this type of challenges and to link different actors to solve, to come to solutions.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, let me try to summarize what I've heard from you. I have heard a lot. There are some differences and there are some similarities.
Brokering, is quite important. As a researcher, you've done work that just sits on the bench and you want your research to translate. So you need to have demand-driven research. So by brokering, you'll be able to get other people's views, and then that would impact on your own research, and you will ensure that you're actually having the impact you desire at the end of the day.
In brokering, what we applied is try to understand people, try to keep quiet and listen to people's ideas. So this encouraging people to participate, and the opposite are feeling that you are caring about her idea or his idea. This makes him contribute more.
And how do you do? The first thing you think in your head is, I like you. Oh, neighbor with his noisy voice, Skyping with his family. I like you. It's with that thought in mind you go and knock on his door. Eh? So in the process of bringing two people together, really as a broker, negotiation often play an important role, and negotiation skills for a broker are key to be successful. And of course what the big challenge is, how do you find a solution without harming the relationship? So as a broker you have to find and you have to assist to find a win-win solution. And course participants learn how to find this win-win solution. And one of the key elements there is to focus on interest of people instead of position.
It's very important to listen.
Yes. So I mean, I interrupt her maybe, I'm so fast.
I really want to understand what you are. I want to find a business with you. I like you. I want to understand why you want this. Huh? It is actually quite difficult to translate research findings, and especially preliminary research findings, into something tangible that professionals can really use to face challenges in their work. And in that sense, I felt like a broker myself in trying to link the demands of the participants to the research findings available, which are very general and not tailored to the specific participants.
I have no experience yet with dealing with the private sector, and I like that very much. I think I will do that when I go back to my home. Dealing with the private sector is very challenging because maybe he has different interests, but what is important is that you can make them come on board and that you can come to an agreement and collaborate on a common project.
One of the major challenges that this particular group in this course faced was working with the private sector. They mostly, as I said before, come from government and NGOs, and that's why we really dedicated half a day giving some tips on how to deal with the private sector. And we practiced, and this was very much appreciated. So the intention is to repeat this brokering course later in the year in a course called Building Agribusiness Relations for Sustainable Profit, where participants mainly coming from agribusiness will learn key skills to broker business, inclusive business relations.
I think and I truly believe that in diversity we can still have unity, and I think that that's what is important when you deal with different people, and that will lead to what we call the participatory decision making, which is important in multi-stakeholder process.
It was amazing to learn about facilitation and brokerage in multi-stakeholder process for innovation.